Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
56, the mark. 56. Watch the screen.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Watson going to give this one to Miller. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up.
They'll run. It's Miller. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This is Miller. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Push him back. Push him back. 56. Pick it up, defense. Let's go. 56, the mark, boys. 56. 59. SOS.
On 2nd and 9, Watson going deep for Hopkins. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 8 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they've made it pay off.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Check that.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. There's Mostert. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Here we go.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. This is Mostert. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Here we go. Wait, AD! It's our time.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brandon Dunn able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Switch!
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah,
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they are silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
Set the tone, defense. 31. Defense, let's go. Watch twist. 49. 24. 49. Switch. Check. Switch.
On first down, Watson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Let's go, Hattie. Let's go. Alert. Give me some. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check, 56. Hey, watch the lane. Showing it. Kill.
On first down, it's Watson. He's got Fuller.
He's checking crap.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Right there. Back and go full strength. Check 43. Kill. Hey, 59. Check out.
Again, it's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
I got you.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Touchdown, 49ers! Deebo Samuel, 55 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found the seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack on first down, Watson, the linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
I got you. Hey, check right 57. Watch the back.
Third and long, it's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Here we go. 180. Here we go. Check. 11.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. On the screen, this is Coleman. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10.
12.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Garoppolo rolling to his right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now a first down throw. Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard, but it's tough to simulate game speed in practice, and that often runs you into a penalty.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. I got it. White. Check 4. Check 3. Kill.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards to pick up there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action, Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
11. 65.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Rush in. Bang. 56, pull it, half. Mike 56. 54.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Watson just beating the play clock. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
56 is the mark. Go. 54. 56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
Here's Watson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. DJ Reader there on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. J.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, what?
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Mostert. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 41 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
13.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good pickup there at 22.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Month 56. Month 56. Let's go. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Shoot. Hey.
On 1st and 10, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And he fires one incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
11.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
Here we go.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They come out here in the eye. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And he'll give it here to his running back, finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He'll run here on 3rd and goal. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And this one is right down the middle. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.